Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing out and reviewing the newest concealer from NYX Cosmetics. This is their Pro Fix Sticks. Now these retail for $9 US each. You can find them in 18 different complexion shades as well as 6 different color correcting shades. So I do have a color corrector and I have a complexion shade. We are going to be trying them both out today, one under each eye. Now, as far as the details for these concealers, they are a crease resistant formula. They're going to provide medium coverage and a natural finish. They're also infused with hyaluronic acid, which is going to help the skin to stay nice and hydrated while we wear them. They're also vegan and cruelty free. And that is pretty much all the information that I've gathered from their website. As far as how to use them, they really don't specify if there's any particular technique to use these with, but I do appreciate that they do go over the color correcting shades and what each color correcting shade is going to help with or is going to help neutralize. Price point is great. You get 0.05 ounces worth of product though, so not so great. However, these, if they are high in pigment, then you won't need to use as much. I mean, this is all you get right there. So, so hopefully they're pigmented enough and they can last us a little while. Now here are the swatches for both. This is my concealer shade and this of course is going to be my color correcting shade. The way that I'm going to test these, like I said, is going to be one on each side. So I'm going to color correct with one on one side. I'm going to conceal on the other side with the other. So I'm pairing them with a favorite color corrector or a favorite concealer. I just want to isolate the formula under each eye as much as I can, just so that we're truly just testing out the one product and not, multiple new products underneath the eyes. I try to do that as best I can. Sometimes it's a little tricky. It gets a little hard, but we're gonna get it done today, and that's how we're gonna do it. So of course I'm gonna start off with the color correcting shade. This particular shade is in dark peach. I did grab peach, but I can't find it. I can't find it at all. Today is my day for filming because we leave for Boston in a couple of days, and I'm just gonna go with it because I actually really like this shade. Although it's dark peach, I don't find it to be too orange. I really just wanted the peach to show you guys exactly what it looks like as far as like swatches and stuff like that. But I have what I have. I don't know where the other one went. So anyway, we're gonna just swipe this underneath this side. And I'm going to blend it out using my finger. These seem very, very lightweight and really pigmented. I mean, look at that. Holy cow. Didn't really need a lot. So even though we only get the 0.05 ounces of product, wow. Okay, I think that's it. I don't really need to do much else. This is really nice. It's color correcting. It's neutralizing so well. I mean, look at that. Now over on the left, I'm going to color correct with one of my favorites. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter color corrector in the shade Peach. And I apply that the same way. All right, both sides similarly color corrected. Let me jump off camera really quick, apply foundation onto the entire face, skipping the under eye area, and I will be right back. All right, foundation is on. Let's conceal, okay? So we're gonna conceal the left side since I color corrected with a different product, one of my favorites, like I said. I'm gonna conceal with the Pro Fix Stick. Again, this is in the shade Neutral Tan, which is number 9. And I'm just gonna apply it straight over the color corrector like that. And because the formula is so creamy and nice and light, I think I'm gonna blend it out with a powder puff instead of a brush, just to keep it feeling nice and light. And also because I predict, rightfully so, as I'm currently blending, that this is gonna look really good blended out with a powder puff instead of a brush. Sometimes when formulas are a little bit more on the creamy side, I prefer to use a powder puff to blend them out because it seems to keep them looking at their best. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but personally, That's why I do that. And look at that. It looks really nice and concealed. I think I maybe could have gone with a lighter shade than neutral tan, but I just wanted something that was going to be as close to my complexion shade as possible, because that just conceals the under eye darkness a lot better than like a brightening shade. I wonder if I can add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more right here. I honestly don't think I need it now that I've done it. I'm quite impressed with this little guy. It looks really nice and smooth. It's concealing really well, really well. And it doesn't look overly done. It doesn't look like it's gonna move around or anything. So, all right, so now I'm gonna conceal on the right on top of the corrector with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. Still one of my favorite concealers, okay? I still have it as like one of my top 5. And then I'm gonna blend this out using the same tool. All right, so there we go. Both eyes are completely concealed. This one just obviously because of the shade, it looks a little bit brighter underneath my eye area. I used the shade Sugar Biscuit, by the way, in case you use me as reference. That's 3.5N. I love this shade. I find it to not be too yellow or too peach or too pink. It's like the perfect neutral, and it helps to brighten while also concealing. I love this shade. Anyway, over here, it looks concealed, just not as bright. As far as it being crease resistant, I mean, I think that perhaps that's the case. However, it is settling into fine lines, as most concealers tend to do, if not all, you know? So I am gonna set it very, very, very lightly. So to try to even out the brightness underneath my eyes, I'm gonna set them with 2 different setting powders, or I should hold them like this. This one's from Momo Beauty. It is their Trip and Smooth setting powder in the shade Translucent, because I don't want to add any more brightness under here. But over here, I'm gonna use one of my favorites, okay? The Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. This one is in the shade Peach Pie, because I do wanna brighten this just a little bit, just so that they're a little even throughout the day, you know? So I'm taking a clean powder puff, and that is how I'm going to set the under eye area. Like I said, this is like a creamy formula. So I feel like setting it, blending it, doing anything with it with a powder puff, it just looks so much better. So I'm gonna set this in place. All right, so we are good there. Now I'm gonna flip it over and set the other side with the Easy Bake powder. So just taking a little bit of that, looking down and setting this guy in place. All right, so there we are. All right, now that that's done, let me zoom you in so that you can take a good look underneath both eye areas. All right, so this is what we are starting the day with. All right, now that you've seen the close-up, I'm gonna jump off camera one last time to finish the rest of my makeup for the day, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. Makeup is on, ready to continue on with the day. It is currently 11:56 in the morning. So far, so good. Okay, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself, so I'm just going to keep my thoughts to myself for now. I will see you all halfway through the day. That is when I will give you a little bit more based on what I see at that point. So I'll come back in 4 hours or so to show you what the under eye area looks like underneath natural lighting, and to give you any thoughts or opinions that I might have at the time. So anyway, I'll see you all shortly for a quick midday check-in. All right, I am back for a quick midday check-in. It is 4:49, so I've had these on for a little over 4 hours, almost 5 at this point. This is the side with the color corrector. It looks really good, in my opinion. And this is the side with the concealer and my Huda Beauty corrector. I mean, I feel like I'm getting better coverage over here, but this does not look bad for a concealer. It doesn't look bad at all. It is giving medium coverage still. It's not breaking up. It's not settling into fine lines. It looks pretty darn good. So I will continue to wear this for another 3-4 hours. You know, it's Friday, so maybe I'll push it a little bit further, a little bit later, and see what we're left with at the end of the day. So I'll see you back here in a few more hours for my final check-in. All right, I am back for my final check-in of the day. It is currently 8:46, which means I've had this on for an entire almost 9 hours. Now, before I get into what I think about these new products, I am going to zoom you all in one last time so that you can get a good up close look underneath the eyes after almost 9 hours of wear. All right, so here we are. As a reminder, this is the side that has the new color corrector with a personal favorite concealer. And this is the side that has a favorite corrector with the new concealer. And here they are side by side. All right, so now with that out of the way, what do I think about this new concealer and corrector? I actually think that these are really good, affordable options. You guys are always asking me for like a really good, affordable brand or really affordable corrector or concealer. This corrector specifically for me is a really nice, affordable option. The only thing that I guess I can kind of like, you know, critique this on, like the under eye area, is it does look a little dry to me. A little dry to me. Yes, it does. And that's the only thing. Other than that though, like the corrector really truly neutralized the under eye area. I mean, you guys saw it was really, really nice. It almost neutralized it better than the Huda Beauty one, if I'm being 100% honest. So it neutralized completely. The concealer concealed really well. Granted, you know, now that I've been wearing it the entire day, you can clearly see that it is only providing medium coverage, but it never advertises that it's providing more than that. Like it clearly states that it is a medium coverage concealer, so you know what you're getting. The amount I get might be an issue for some people, but considering that you don't need to use a lot to achieve like really nice coverage or a really nice neutralized under eye area specifically, you're not going to go through it right away. You might go through it within like, I don't know, maybe like a month or so, just depending on how much makeup you wear. Like if you wear it all the time, if you're going to use it all over the face, and you know, but it's a nice $9 option, you know. It lasts, it definitely did not move around, it didn't break up, it didn't, you know, disappear underneath the eyes. I think that both sides still look pretty wearable. Yeah, a little bit dry, but wearable. For $9, honestly, like, this is a win. This is absolutely a win, and I will definitely continue to wear these. They're just really nice options, affordable, and they do exactly what they say that they're gonna do. So highly recommended, especially if you're looking for something that's a lot more affordable than the previous concealer. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's product review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos, future reviews, and also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you guys. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye.